Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Udub Ultra here, bringing you another video of Horizon Forbidden West, this time playing in the new balanced mode, which is the 40 FPS mode added with the VRR update 1.17. Now, showing here real quick just that I have balanced mode currently engaged, and also probably noticing right off the bat that I am switching my lighting, background lighting to Nanoleaf panels. Been wanting to do this for a while. I'll be adding more around the screen as time goes on. But just to note, in case any of you are wondering, I'm doing the screen mirror function of the Nanoleafs through my PC. So the desktop app, and this is a similar trick I did with my Philips Hue lights, but the screen mirror tech is handled by the PC through the desktop app. And so what I'm doing is I'm using PS5 Remote Play on my on my PC, and that's running in the background with projection of the game. So the screen mirror is running off of that remote play, and then, of course, I'm just playing on my standard PS5 input. Now, overall, balance mode is fantastic, right? It's a great addition. I'm really glad that they did add this. It's very welcome, right? I mean, just overall, I do think and hope that 40 FPS becomes the new, I guess, fidelity standard or just the new floor for FPS games in the next console generation, right? It just feels much better than playing at 30 FPS, right? It doesn't sound like it's a very large increase, but it really does help a lot. Now, in this game, compared to Spider-Man or Ratchet & Clank and their 40 FPS modes, I would say that it does feel just very, it's very, very slight, but it just feels a little bit more juddery than. Another way of putting it, Spider-Man and Ratchet & Clank and their 40 FPS modes do feel a little bit smoother. I do think part of that is because those are an uncapped, so in uncapped frame rate, so basically they can go a little bit above 40, whereas I think here they have set it to a hard 40, Gorilla has. So again, overall, very playable. I am really enjoying it. Now, the thing is I think normally, I probably would say that balance would be my go-to, and I certainly will be playing this mode on and off, but this is a compliment to Gorilla. What they've done with performance mode, and in combination now with VRR and 120 Hz, it's just the image clarity is almost indistinguishable. Now, in balance, certainly you can tell certain particle effects, things like dust, for example, blowing in the wind. You can tell it's a higher fidelity, it's higher rendering. But again, when you're just playing the game, it's just, you're not necessarily noticing those things, at least not in my opinion. So the performance mode, and with the VRR and 120 Hz, is just, in my opinion, it's the new standard for next-gen games. I mean, it just looks absolutely amazing, and so I do think that will be my default. Now, with that said, something to highlight very quickly with the Nanoleafs. Horizon has a very unique issue revolving around remote play. So the one perk of playing in balanced for me, in my use case, is that it's the one mode that I could use the screen mirror on the Nanoleafs for. Now, if you're asking why, well, it seems that the PS5, when doing a remote play session, it caps the frame rate to 60 FPS. I've tested this, for example, with Spider-Man and Ratchet & Clank, and if in those performance RT modes, you'll just notice it will still maintain on screen the 4K 120 Hz container, and VRR is still active, but you can just tell that it has capped the frame rate at 60 rather than the default uncapped, where you can see it go to 70 or 80. However, what's happening with Horizon, because it doesn't have, like those other two games, a specific 120 Hz toggle in the settings, when doing a remote play session to screen mirror, the game won't play at 120 Hz. What it will do is, because of that 60 FPS cap the console does with the remote play session, Horizon will then switch to 4K 60 Hz. So just kind of something to throw out there. Again, this is not by any means going to be something many of you will probably be encountering, but just in my personal use case, I will, for example, if I want to experience the full 120 Hz uncapped Horizon, I won't be able to do any screen mirroring with the Nanoleafs. With that, though, again, let me know what you think, whether it be of the setup or the game and your experience so far. Again, really enjoying it, but I'll go ahead and stop the commentary here. Thank you all for joining and for your support. Just please have a like, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to you later.
Don't let her get away! Thanks. I should take them to Duca when I can. Weapon can make this fight go quick.